Maya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashatare Shatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radha Radha Nate Radha Radha Nate Radhe Jai Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jai Giri Govardhan Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo. Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Go Premanande Hari Haribo. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchikapitrubhesha Kripa Sindhubhevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakti Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimati Indraduna Swami Iti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashitare Shitarine. So, dear devotees, welcome to today's class, The Protector of the Dham. So, it is being stated that before we enter Vrindavan Dham, we should offer our respects to Gopeshwara Shiva because he is protector of the Dham and he can give us access to Vrindavan. He is more like a bouncer, a security guard for the Rasa Leela. So I'll tell you how this happened. Once he wanted to enter the Rasa dance, and Purnamasi stopped him and told him that he cannot enter like that. So, because he was like scantily dressed with a tiger skin, body covered with ashes and garland of skulls. So if the gopis saw that, they would get a fright. Okay, so she dunked him in Manasi Ganga, and he came out looking like a gopi. So as you can see on the picture, and we'll share some pictures later on. So on the poster here, you can see that this is Lord Shiva, and he's dressed as a gopi. So she took him and she dunked him in Manasi Ganga, and he came out looking like a gopi. Then he tried to enter, and at the entrance, one of the gopis asked, like, who are you? Because he was very strange looking gopi. Like, first time I've ever seen you. So who are you? And Lord Shiva didn't know what to say. And so he just kept quiet. And then she asked, from which village are you? And he says, oh, village. Yeah, I'm from that village over there, just across the hills on that side. And so this gopi got suspicious and she says, okay, then what is your gotra? Which family lineage do you come from? And he looked at the gopi like, lineage, like gotra? She asks who your parents are. And then she says, oh, you mean parents? Like parents, like the ones who gave birth to me. And then then the gopi said, yes, who are your parents? And then he he didn't know what to say, because he'll be revealed if he, tell who he is. So he just kept quiet. And she said then, and what is all those snakes around your neck? And then Gopeshwar said, snake? And then she says, yes, snake. What are those snakes around your neck doing? And then the gopis told him, no, you cannot enter. You cannot enter this dham because you will scare all the gopis, and especially Srimati Radharani, and we don't want you to scare her. So best you wait here, and we'll call someone. So somehow the news went to Krishna, and he came to the entrance, and there he saw Lord Shiva dressed as a gopi, and he burst into laughter. He says, like, what are you doing here? Lord Shiva, like, dressed like this. And he told him, no, actually, there's only one Purusha, one male, and that's Krishna. So you cannot have like another male in that rasa dance. Because he recognized who this Gopeshwar was, who Lord Shiva was, and he told him, no, you cannot enter, but you can stand here. You can be a security here, and don't allow anyone who is not authorized to enter. So you be like the bouncer, and while I enjoy with the gopis. So therefore, Lord Shiva is there as the doorkeeper, and he only allows persons who are eligible to enter into the Rasa Leela. So from then on, Lord Shiva is known as Gopeshwara Shiva. There is a temple by that name in Vrindavan, and during the day he is worshipped as Lord Shiva, right, on the Shiva Lingam. And during the night, the pujaris dress him as a gopi. So we'll share the pictures later on. So the lesson that we can learn from this is you cannot gate crash into Krishna's pastimes. We must become eligible, right? There are 5 types of different rasas or moods in Vrindavan. One is of a conjugal love, right? Krishna and the gopis. And the other is the parental love between Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj and the elderly gopis. Then we have the Sakhya ras of friendship with the cowherd boys. Then we have the neutral and passive state. So in the Bhagavad Gita, it is being said, Ye yata mam prapajante, Krishna is saying this verse, tam tadeva bhajami aham, mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. So we see here that, as one surrenders unto Krishna, then the Lord reciprocates in that respect. And we see, so Lord Shiva was not eligible to go into the rasa dance, to enter the rasa dance, because he worships Krishna or Vishnu as master and servant. So, he doesn't have a conjugal relationship with Krishna. So that's how he was not able to enter. So we see that the rasas do not mix, or it becomes rasabas. When Krishna is having pastimes with the cowherd boys, we don't see Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, Mother Yashoda there. When Krishna is with the gopis, we do not find the cowherd boys there. Right? Each one has a specific relationship with Krishna and have association with Krishna at a specific time of the day. So devotees take permission from Lord Shiva before going to on Vrindavan Parikram. However, if we are unable to do so, then we take permission from Srila Prabhupada by going to Krishna Balaram temple, right? ISKCON temple, and Prabhupada's Samadhi is there. So we offer prayers to Srila Prabhupada before we can go on Parikram, because as Srila Gurudev says, Prabhupada is the revealer of the Dham to us ISKCON devotees. So I thought that since it's Diwali, we shall speak a little on Lord Ram. Just in a short summary, I will try to relate the past times when Krishna came in the form of Lord Ram, and he took a vow of Ekapatni Vrat, only to marry one wife. I will only, surely, He was married to Mother Sita, and straight after his marriage, he was banished to the forest for 14 years in exile, right? So we know the story, and Sita and Lakshman, they accompanied Lord Ram because they couldn't bear the separation, of Lord Ram leaving to the forest alone. So they accompanied him, and Lakshman is no other than Balaram, his first expansion, and he's always there to serve the Lord in any capacity, right? And Sita Devi is the Lord's eternal consort. So we see that eventually Lord Ram fought many demons in the forest, and as time went on, Ravan captured Sita. So Ram got in contact with Hanuman and Sugriva, who helped him build a bridge across Lanka to Ravan's capital, right? So in this way, there's many pastimes unfolded, in between, and so many, but we can't talk about all of that. So I just chose a few topics to speak on. So we see that whilst building the bridge, Hanuman was carrying huge boulders and engraving the Lord's name on it, right? Lord Ram's name on it, on the boulders. And when he threw it into the ocean, the boulders, they didn't sink, but they actually floated, and that's how the bridge was formed. But all the monkeys and were actually writing Lord Ram's name on it and taking Lord Ram's name and throwing it into the ocean, and that's how it was forming a bridge, and it wasn't sinking. So Ram asked Hanuman, why weren't the boulders sinking? And Hanuman told him, my lord, your name is as great as you. So we are taking your name and we are throwing the boulders into the ocean, right? So there's a nice verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Anartha Pashma Shaksha, that it actually this is basically glorifying the Supreme Lord's holy name. And we see that Krishna's name is non-different from him. So in this way, and Lord Ram and Krishna are the same person, right? So you can either chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And by chanting these holy names, the Mahamantra, we can actually derive so much of benefit from this, because the Lord's holy name is non-different from him. And another pastime is that whilst constructing the bridge, Hanuman told the squirrel to please move one side, because the squirrel was carrying just some small pebbles, and here Hanuman, being the strong person that he is, he was carrying huge boulders and throwing into the ocean. And so Lord Ram noticed this, and Lord Ram told Hanuman that no service is too great or too small. All services are on the absolute platform, as long as it is done with love and devotion. So you are serving according to your capacity, and the squirrel is serving according to his capacity. So there are many lessons to be learned from these pastimes, that every service is on the absolute platform. Whether one is cleaning the toilets or one is on the altar, there is no difference so long it is done with love and devotion. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Bhaktyamam abhijananti yavan chasmi tatvataha tato mam tatvato gyantva vishate tad antaram. One can understand me as I am, as a supreme personality of Godhead, by devotional service. And when one is conscious of me by such devotion, then he can enter into the kingdom of God. So we see here that Krishna is glorifying devotional service, and he says that one can only know him through devotional service and not by other methods like mental speculation and all of these things, right? One cannot know Krishna by mental speculation. So therefore, we should worship him. We should practice devotional service and worship Krishna in this way. So Lord Shiva, sorry. So yeah, I was talking about devotional service. One can, and so I'll just read the verse again. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full conscious of me by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. So here there's another story, that another pastime that I would like to relate to you on basically Hanuman and his devotion to Lord Ram. So this is taken out from Subhavilas Prabhu's lectures. So there's a pastime of Hanuman when he was a little boy, and he had so much of powers that he would run a racket, right? Swallowing the sun, thinking of it to be a fruit, right? And basically the whole universe was submerged in darkness. And so he would play tricks like this. Because he had so much of power, right? He would always play tricks on the rishis when they would bathe, and he would go into the water whilst they were chanting their Gayatri. He would pull their legs and they would fall into the water. He would take their clothes and tie it on the tree, and when they finished bathe, they would look for their garments everywhere. So in this way, Hanuman used to, as a child, he used to do this, make mischief, right? So, little boys, little children, they like to play tricks and, like this. So Hanuman was the same. So once one rishi got up from bed, it was early in the morning, and he wanted to answer nature's call. So in those days, there was no, basically the toilet was outside. They never used to, like how in modern days we have the bathroom inside the house. So this basically, in those days, it was prohibited to have the bathroom in the house. So he wanted to answer nature's call. So he opened the door, and when he opened the door, he saw a tiger tied near the front door. So what to do, So he said, okay, let me try the back door. So he went to the back door, and when he opened the back door, he saw a wild elephant tied near the back door. And now he was like getting really desperate to answer nature's call. And he did not know what to do. Then when he looked inside through the window, he saw Hanuman was rolling on the ground, laughing because he had played this trick on the rishi. So the Muni said, this has gone out of hand. I must do something. So Hanuman, don't do this again. So he cursed Hanuman that he will forget all his powers, and he will only remember it if someone reminds him of it. So in this way, we see that, devotees, we can also learn from this that how to actually channel our energy. When we know a lot, we become puffed up, and we do not know how to channel our intelligence in the right way. And sometimes we may cause offenses, like this. So in this way, we should actually take proper guidance, from Guru. So therefore, Guru is necessary when we basically take to spiritual life. Like in the Bhagavad Gita 434, it is being stated, Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upatekshan tite gyanam gyananis tattva darshanam. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So in this way, we should take shelter of Guru in every aspect of our spiritual life. Every tough decision that we have to make, we should approach Guru and get his blessings like that. So and get his guidance, on how to proceed in Krishna consciousness. So once in Ayodhya, Hanuman was thinking, how is it that Mother Sita, she pleases Ram so much? I want to learn this. So he started to follow Sita Devi every way, and wherever she went, like he was behind her. And Sita Devi, she was getting a bit like irritated by this, but she did not say anything. And then Mother Sita was thinking, like, what's with Hanuman today? So what's wrong with him? So when she went to her bedroom, he followed her there as well. Then she sat before the mirror and she tried to put some sindoor on her forehead. And Hanuman, being a monkey, he had no idea what sindoor is and why she's putting it on a parting of her hair. So she asked, like, what is this? What are you doing? And she said that this is sindoor, and when I use it, Lord Ram is very pleased with this. So he said, really? So he ran out as fast as he could. He went to the market, and there he found a whole barrel of sindoor, and he jumped into it, and he smeared his whole body with sindoor from head to toe. And then he went to the court of Ram and with the ministers, and they were having a huge meeting, and they were very serious. And here comes Hanuman, painted with the sindoor all over his body. And when they saw him, they burst into laughter, right? And Hanuman thought, hey, this works, that I actually pleased the ministers. Imagine how it would please Ram. And when Ram saw him, Ram burst out into laughter. And so Hanuman, he was thinking, like, really, just look, Lord Ram is really pleased with me. Look how he's laughing. And then it was all because that Hanuman was making a monkey of himself. Right after the laughter subsided, he asked Hanuman, like, why did you do that? What's the reason? And Hanuman said, if a little sindoor on the parting of Sita's hair can please you so much, I thought, why not cover my entire body with sindoor so I can please you more? So here we see, devotees, that we should please the Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, by supplying him what he wants, and not what we think that will satisfy the Lord according to our impure mind and senses, but actually take guidance from the spiritual master, take guidance from senior devotees, from temple authorities, as to how to serve Krishna. And in this way Krishna will be pleased. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, for one who explains the supreme secret to other devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come to me. And in text 1869, he says, there is no servant in this world more dear to me, nor will there ever be one more dear. So devotees, the book marathon is coming up, and this pleases Srila Prabhupada a lot. It pleases Krishna a lot when his message goes out like this to the fallen souls who are bereft of Krishna consciousness. So we should take advantage of this time, of this marathon, the book marathon, and make all our efforts to distribute as many books as possible, and to spread Krishna's divine message far and wide. Just as how Srila Prabhupada crossed over the ocean, went to America, and started this Krishna consciousness movement. So we too, and he traveled to every continent, giving Krishna. So we too should follow in his example and grab this opportunity to distribute many books as possible, and in whatever way, try to preach. And this will please Guru, it will please Krishna. So in this way, by pleasing our spiritual master and pleasing Srila Prabhupada, Krishna will automatically be pleased. So we should take this example from Lord Hanuman, how he tried to please the Lord in every respect, and how he tried to serve the Lord in every respect, right? That he even used his anger in Krishna consciousness, or in Ram consciousness, basically. For the pleasure of Lord Ramachandra, he actually used his anger. In that, he set the whole of Lanka ablaze, right? When they tried to put his tail on fire, then he, went around touching everything, and he set the whole of Lanka ablaze. So this is how he used his anger in Krishna consciousness. So like that, we can use all that we have, all the facilities that we have in order to please the Lord. We should dovetail all our activities, our assets, to please Krishna. So with that, I will stop here. And if anyone likes to add to that or would like to say something, you're most welcome to do so. If there's nothing, then we'll so I had some pictures to share, but I think Sadhika Mataji is not available. So I'll post it on the group chat. How's that? We'll post it on the group chat, and then you can take a look at those pictures there. So, but for now, we'll just end with some kirtan. And yes, and before we close up, right? And I'll post the pictures on the group chat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jai Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jai Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Hare Krishna devotees, enjoy the rest of your Diwali, enjoy the rest of the day. Tomorrow is Govardhan Puja. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpa Tarubhescha, Kripasindhabhevcha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.